you know, mud and stones and stuff don't mix very well with woodworking tools. I like things nice and clean. So I'm going to do a temporary job. I do this walk up to the workshop, God knows how many times in the day. It's not much of a commute to work, I'm sure you agree. But it's got really muddy and it drives me mad. I tread mud into the workshop every day. You know, mud and stones and stuff don't mix very well with woodworking tools. I like things nice and clean. So I'm going to do a temporary job. Now, this is not how to lay a path, believe me, it's definitely not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape this back with the digger now, get rid of this mud. I'm going to chuck some stone down and a bit of sand. There's already stone underneath this. This is already stone, but stuff seems to be coming up through it. I put some sand and some stone down, and then I've got some old slabs someone gave me when they were changing their patio. I'm going to put those down on top of it and just make myself a little path to the end of the water barrels. Save me getting so muddy. It puts the kids off coming out here. It's that bad. Every time they're kind of like, you see them kind of dodging the puddles, but now it's just become one big muddy line. So I'm going to scrape up this concrete slab I got by my doorway here, and then I'm going to scrape that with the digger. Try and make it a bit more bearable. Actually, it's really funny, growing up, one of the things that used to drive my dad mad through winter, because he always get a bit down around lambing time and stuff like that, was the mud of the yard, and it used to make him go mad that the yard was always muddy. Now he's concreted it now, he's got a bit more money and things are looking a bit nicer, but it makes me think, God, I'm more like my dad than I realise, when the mud is the thing that's annoying me the most. So I'm going to make this a bit nicer. Almost had to do like an Austin Powers 3-point turn there with the dumper. Right, let's get a rake this out, tread it up and down a bit. Okay, with a job like this, you've got the option really. I mean, you can do it properly. This is only ever going to be a temporary measure. This isn't going to be my permanent workshop. It might last, you know, another good few years yet, but I'd like to build a proper one at some point. So it's a case of getting this down, keep my feet dry for the winter really. So don't copy me on how I'm doing this. Definitely should have tamped this down, but it'll do for now. It'll do for now. And yeah, if I was going to do it right, I'd string some lines up. So let's just wang them down and see what happens. And then I'm thinking, it doesn't matter too much. Well, I can, any of it move and stuff like this, I can pick them up and adjust them. It's not like it's they're permanent anyway. So. Okay. I know it's a bit like stepping stones, but if I can make it nice clear to the house, it just keeps the kids' feet clean when they come out and tell me it's dinner. And it means occasionally I can nip into the house without taking my boots off if it's a little bit drier. So, it's worth it. Okay, so there we go. A few hours spent on a Sunday. Should pay off now every day of winter for me and spring. I was getting really fed up with the mud and traipsing it into the workshop. It's just making me feel a little bit down. And I think a good investment of time. It's a Sunday afternoon. Put this in, even though it's only temporary. I'm going to reuse these slabs. I'm sure they're going to end up around the pizza oven eventually. But for now, maybe this year, maybe next, it's going to keep my feet from being muddy. It's also going to stop me telling the children off when they come to tell me that tea is ready and they're wearing sliders, which was getting quite annoying. So, but it also shows that, you know, a job doesn't have to be permanent. A temporary job is fine. Sometimes just get it done and you can just carry on and use it for that kind of period of time and redo it at a later date and not get too caught up by the fact that it's a temporary job. But yeah, I hope this has been all right. Just let me know what kind of content you want to see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, should also say, don't copy anything I've done here. This is not how you lay a path. It's on sharp sand. That's about as far correct as I've gone. Should be compacted. I know I'm going to have to relay some of these and chuck some sand under them as they settle down. I'm fine with that. It's not going to take many minutes to do. Just get a trowel, lift the slab up, chuck some sand in there, and I can sort it out. So as it goes, some are going to wobble, and I'm going to sort them out. So it's so much easier than doing it properly. And you see the speed I put these down. It hasn't taken me very long at all. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.